presents the Word on the Beat talk show. I'm your host, Jen K, and you're tuned in to another exciting episode. So turn that volume up, sit back, and enjoy the show. What's up, everybody? This is Jen K with the Word on the Beat. I am back with a new episode. Season 2 is continuing, and I'm so excited for the guest I have today. You all know him as a lot of different things. And we're just going to get right into it. Y'all, please help me welcome Randy Simpson, a.k.a. DJ Numbers, a.k.a. Jig the Press, a.k.a.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
What is up with you?
Just being blessed and staying out the way. Just
Yeah.
being blessed, staying out the way, and just living a good life. Can't complain.
Well, it's really good to see you.
I know.
I think the last time I saw you was Legendary AF in February.
Yep.
And that was awesome. Now, I feel kind of dumb because I didn't realize you were Jig the Press and DJ Numbers for like the longest time. So let's talk about that. Jig the Press, that's your artist name.
Artist
Right?
and host name.
And host
well,
name.
You might as well, yeah, Jig the
It
Press.
started out as your artist name.
My artist name, right.
Okay.
And then everybody shortened it to Jig when I'm hosting.
Mm-hmm.
And then now DJ Numbers.
Okay.
So.
Well, let's get
It's
into
a lot.
It is a lot, and we're going to get into what it is all about. So, originally you're from Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
What brought you out here?
Military.
Okay.
So, got stationed at Fort Lewis, and I was like, the first day here, I was like, I want to go home. Like, this is not it. It's raining, it's wet. What is going on? And then literally 20 some odd years later, I'm still here. So I guess it took over me.
I mean, it does have a way of holding on to you. I moved out here in 2010. I was thinking I'm going to leave as soon as my aunt passed because I was here taking care of her. Nope, I stayed. And I don't know why I stayed still.
I mean, listen, I tell people, like, this place, Tacoma, Pacific Northwest period, it's something about it that when people normally leave, everybody know that left came back at some point.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm not even gonna leave. I'm just gonna stick it out. Yeah. I'm cool being here. So
how did the military influence your music and your approach to what you do now?
Well, I think the military is probably 90% of like how I move and all of those things, right? I did 12 years in the Army, and it just became a part of my DNA in a sense. So from being selective to structure to kind of just understanding and having discernment, about certain things, what to do, what not to do, how to avoid, certain things. So, division, I normally have a 360 vision when I'm doing any and everything, and that was all taught by the military. So I done had opportunities where people are like, oh man, come do this, and I'm like, nah, because I see like, no, it's not gonna work, or it's all brand of who I am as an individual. So it's like I tell people, like, because of my selectiveness in the military, I'm very selective of who I hang out with, who I spend time with, who I give energy to. And that's just always because of that. That's probably why I moved the way I move. That's why you don't see me everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if I pop up, it's a very special occasion, especially if I'm just coming and I'm showing love. So yeah, it's like certain people don't get that energy from me. And that's because of that.
Well, damn, I appreciate you being here with me
No, for
today.
sure. I was telling a couple of friends of mine, well, the only two that I hang out with, was like, and my wife. So we were kind of just chopping it up and talking, and I was like, yeah, like, this is a person who is all love every time I see her. You know what I mean? Anytime she has a couch, I get to sit on the couch, so I'm like, yeah, I feel honored for you to even want to have me here, if I'm being honest. So I appreciate you. I guess as much as you're, appreciate me, I appreciate you in the same manner. So.
Aw. Okay. It really does mean a lot to me though, because I'm really not from here. I haven't been here that long, and especially not in the music scene as long as, other people around that I'm around. So it makes me feel good that y'all,
Hey,
you
listen.
know, appreciate me. Anyways, so your music, how long were you making music?
Probably, I mean, I think all artists can probably attest to this forever.
Yeah.
Like like I've been freestyling, rapping, doing all those things really, literally my whole life. And then I got here, and then it was like, oh, okay, this is the first time I learned about studios. First time I learned about other artists, right? So now I'm connected with other artists. Like, oh yeah, man, we got Pacific Studios over here. I'm like, I've never been to a studio, so take me. So first time I went to a studio was a disaster because I just didn't understand the structure of it.
Okay.
And then over time, I just was like, okay, now I understand the structure of music, the structure of putting together hooks and bars and all of that. So really my whole life doing it, but when I got here, and I want to say since probably '07.
Okay.
So from like '07 to like 2015, 2016 was kind of like my ride, my artist music ride in a sense.
Okay.
So
And
yeah,
can we find your music out
yeah.
anywhere?
Look up Jig the Prez or Jig the President and some on YouTube. I still got all my old videos up there,
Okay.
so you can tap in if you like.
All
I
right.
was a lot skinnier, didn't have any facial hair. So, yeah, it's me. It's me. So if you see it, it's me.
Okay. So, did DJ Numbers come after the artist?
DJ numbers didn't come until the pandemic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the story behind that is it was I want to say I was hosting. To this day, I still host everywhere. So, but and I told DJ K5, and I always give him credit every time I see him. Like, bro, you the reason why I'm doing this. But I was like, hey, K5, man, I want to learn how to DJ. He's like, all right, bro, you already know music. Like, you already know music. Like, it's gonna be easy for you. And we were at Cashier. Shout out to my boy Cashier. We was at his album release party, and this was it had to be 2019. Could have been 2020,
Was
2019,
it the
2020.
Horns and the Halo one or the Washington's Most Wanted?
I want to say it was Washington Most Wanted.
Because he did that one at Lady Luck with Shad.
Well, it could have been the Horns and Halos then. So I don't know, but I know we did it in Lakewood. We did it in Lakewood.
Horns and Halo
Horns
at
and
the
yeah, at the hookah
hookah lounge.
lounge. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So we did that, and then K5 was like, "Yeah, just do this." And he gave me a 5-minute class, a
Okay.
literal 5-minute class, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay." And I was doing it, and I DJ for like 2 hours, not really knowing what I was doing. But then he like, "Yeah, bro, all right, that's how you DJ." And he was like, "Go
Shout
buy
out
this."
K5, DJ
Yeah,
lessons.
he was like, go buy this, like practice, and then you'll be fine. So K5 was kind of the guy who definitely started me. Most of my influence came from DJ Cure.
Okay.
So around that time, we was at Lady Luck, so I was able to kind of get a first-hand view of like actually how to put it together and tricks and mix and do all of these things, and it was all DJ Cure. So those are the two that credited. The name came from really out the blue. It was like I had the We Only Talk Numbers brand.
Yes.
As you can see, I wear it everywhere, and then I was like, all right, DJ Numbers, simple.
Okay.
No real thought into it. That was it. Literally it.
Interesting. Okay, so I'm getting a little out of structure here. I'm a
Okay,
little
okay.
so We Only Talk Numbers came before DJ Numbers.
Yeah, so We Only Talk Numbers came, uh, I want to say 20, no, I'm lying to you. I think it was together.
I always thought it
I
was
think it was
together.
together. I think initially I was just making shirts. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So initially I was just making shirts. Well, I was dabbling into the DJ. I wasn't doing anything yet. I was just brand new. And then the numbers, and then We Only Talk Numbers was kind of like the brand. I was like, that's cool. Like, that's a cool concept. Like, and I just did it, and I just ran with it. And then, so then when the DJ, when it became a official thing in a sense, like during, like, I want to say after the pandemic, then I just kind of stuck with it because it was already branded.
Right.
Right. So, yeah, I just kind of stayed with it.
Okay.
Appreciate my guy L Rock for correcting me on that one.
I just thought that was the hardest shit ever. Like that numbers ran was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Now,
So-
where did We Only Talk Numbers come from? How did that really get started?
I'm a huge Jay-Z fan, and
Yeah, that makes sense.
he said, "Men lie, women lie, numbers don't." And he said that, and years ago, and I was like, I don't know how you translate that. Like, I get it from a standpoint, but then I was like, this was around the wave where everybody was doing shirts and doing. So I'm like, how can I stand out? How can I be different? And I was just like, man, we only talk numbers. We only tell the truth.
I love that.
And that's
I
just
love that
just
concept.
kind of where it went from.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way I interpreted
Okay.
the brand was, business wise, you don't talk to me if you can't, come to me,
Yeah.
But I really like that concept because it's true.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah. Well, and I think you can interpret it any way you want to.
Yeah.
Like it's up to you. So everything in reality, numbers always stuck out to me because everything start with numbers. Right. So it's like the two numbers on here, like the 3 is my 3 kids. You know what I mean? I got 6 kids totally, but my three kids that I had when I started the brand, and then the 5 is for my siblings. So it's myself, and I have a little brother and 3 sisters. So I just kind of wanted to, and I was just trying to figure out a way to create something to where I can highlight my foundation. So kids is my foundation. I tried the brand before with my kids' names, and it just didn't have that it to it. So I think this is a subtle way to always pay homage to them. And then like my siblings when it comes to my family, we're super close. We yet because I'm so far away, but we always some kind of way we always come back together. So I always want to make sure that foundation is always represented as well.
You're very family oriented.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that. So we got Jig the Press, the artist, DJ Numbers, the DJ.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jig the host.
Yeah.
Where do you host at? Where do you DJ? Where do you host?
So DJ, I'm at Champions every Saturday. So
Okay.
I'm at Champions.
Which champions?
Champions in Lakewood.
Okay.
So I'm there every Saturday. That's a full circle moment that we could probably get into a little later. And then I normally host, the person who I host with the most is Black Royalty Entertainment, Dion.
Okay.
So I think by the time this dropped, the white party would have already happened, but all the major city events, I would say that has to do with Dion, I normally host.
All right.
So he's my, and I kind of on my way onto it anyway, because he'll post them, but like my boy DJ is back, so DJ, now you got DJ host. I'm like, nope, I'm hosting too. He's like, all right. So shout out to Black Royalty, man, and yeah, that's probably anything he has going on. Platinum ENT as well. Those are probably the 2 that I probably host with the most, and I've been hosting with them literally for 15 years. Ever since they started, I kind of started with them.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
I have a question about hosting
Okay.
that I've been dying to ask somebody. On flyers, I see like multiple names for hosts on
Okay.
one event, and then we go to the event, and in my mind, a host like kind of hypes up the crowd in between sets. If it's an artist showcase or whatever, they kind of hype up the crowd throughout the whole event. That does not happen. No hosts do that. So, for one, my first question is, why are there multiple hosts listed for one event?
Okay.
And how do you specifically host?
Okay, well, I'll do it that question. I hype up the crowd. Like,
Okay.
I'm very, and everything I do, I get from somebody else. So like, Busta Rhymes is my favorite rapper. of all time. So Spliff Star, if anybody familiar, if you watch Spliff Star, he's probably the best host you can ever have.
Okay.
And he goes with Busta Rhymes. So when he's performing, it's just so for me, I'm more of the hype man for the music. So that's how I look at it. I look at how Spliff Star with Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes rap here, stop saying something, Spliff Star know all the words. So when it comes to hosting music, I know all the words literally to every song that's out there because that's how much I study music, especially now being a DJ. So I can kind of fit in, and if I got the right DJ, we can kind of feed off each other.
Okay.
And I can tell them, hey, play this song. If you play this, and let's go here with it. Because then I can take you as a host on a journey. So that's what it's about. That's the scientific way of doing it. A DJ can play anything, but there are pockets to where you help out your host. So we go 90s, right? You got to stay there. You got to give me at least 3 or 4 songs, because then I can take you on that journey through the 90s.
Okay.
And then if we go new school, you got to stay there a little bit so I can take you through that journey. And then we can talk and we can go back and forth. So for me, hosting is real scientific and it's very like purposeful. Some songs people want to sing themselves. As a host, I know not to say nothing and just put the mic out. So if I put the mic out, they're gonna sing because they're already there.
Okay.
And then there's some songs where they say things and then I can kind of echo it in those things. So, but that's, when it comes to hosting, that's what I do. Now the other part, why do they have so many hosts on the flyer? I think it's more just promotional. I think it's just, if you got 6 people who are a part of this event, right? And it's strategic for a lot of promoters. So if I get 4 people like, hey, I want y'all to help me promote this party. The only thing I could put you is as a host, so you can get your own flyer. It is just a way to like include everybody that's a part.
Okay.
So just because they say host, don't mean they're gonna be talking on the mic,
Okay.
right? So you just gotta know who's who. So if you see my name on it, I'm on the mic. If you see DJ Tabor's name on it, he's on the mic. Alicia Michelle, she's on the mic. You know, so it's certain hosts that are truly hosts or are building up to be hosts, and then some people are just there for promotion. None more, none less. Yeah, L Rock ain't about the host.
If you see L Rock's name on the flyer, he might show up and he might not. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
One thing I know about L Rock, you see L Rock on the flyer, I'm like, if he's on the flyer, I feel like he'll be there, but I'm like, is you performing? Like, nah, I'm just here. I'm just chilling.
He'll be there for an hour.
Yeah, then he disappears.
He'll do
He
his
floats
networking a
away.
little bit.
He floats away. He's like, damn.
Where'd he go? I just saw him.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy L Rock. I see him once a year too. So.
Well, you might see him twice a year now.
Yeah, my
Actually,
guy.
You have seen him twice.
Yeah, twice. Yeah. This is the first year in a long time I seen him twice this year. So.
I see him too much. I love you, L, by the way. Shout out L Rock, my producer. He's
Absolutely.
Incredible. So, thank you. Okay, because I always get confused by that, and then a lot of events I've been to lately, just the host doesn't actually really host like I thought a host should host.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to know. And then it also depends on the event too. Like some events, especially networking events, you really don't need a host because it's not that type of event. You probably, in that case, you probably need an MC.
Okay.
Which is just a person that directs like how everything's supposed to go and kind of keep everybody on the time limit. Especially when you do a lot of performances. It may say hosted by, but he's really just the MC.
Okay.
So that's all those nuances and differences. So if you see somebody performing, that you're not gonna get the same host as you see Leo Bash, hosted by in the DJ there. So yeah. They just help with promotion. That's all.
Okay.
So
see, that's why I'm not an event planner, because I don't know these things. I just show up. So I really want to talk about your insurance.
Yeah.
How long have you been in insurance?
I've been doing insurance for a decade.
Wow.
So to dive right there, I started in 2016 with State Farm. Agent named Stephanie Jordan, like who's like a big sister to me to this day. She got my life together. Because when I came to her, I was like, I didn't know anything really about credit, and but she really helped me get my credit together, and then just kind of schooled me on like the business of insurance. And then she left, and then my guy Tony Brooks with State Farm as well. He came in and kind of managed for 9 months until we got a new agent who I was with the longest, named Kaylin Nelson. Good dude. But yeah, so I was with State Farm for 9 years, a little more than 9 years, and then I got an opportunity with American Family to be my own agent. So it was something I wanted to do, and yeah, I took the leap of faith and made it happen.
And that's that you recently did that a few
Yeah.
months ago, I think.
Yeah, April 1st was my official day, my first
Okay.
day.
So how is that going for you so far?
It's going amazing.
Yeah.
It's a lot more amazing than I thought it would be, if I'm being honest. So I get a lot of fulfillment because I do it my way, right? So I have, when you work for agents, you kind of got to do it their way. And there's nothing wrong with that because I don't think there's one way to skin a cat, as people say. But I get to do it my way. I get to, talk to people, educate people, let people know the importance of it. And then sometimes just have those honest conversations. And I realized that back to the military part, I can't be everything for everybody. So even with insurance, right, it's like I have to be selective. Because I may know you as a person, you're my friend, but I know you don't pay your bills. So
He's not talking about me, guys. He's
No,
saying it in
not
general.
at all.
I pay my
But-
bills.
yeah, but as a general, it's like I know with certain people, like, oh man, can you help me get insurance? I'm like, nope, I can't do it because I know for a fact that you're not going to be consistent. And I'm like, as a business owner, every dollar is on me. So I give you this insurance, you don't pay your bill, it kicks back on me. Now I'm losing money, and I'm like, I just can't afford to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been again being very selective. I have a lot of people who call me like, oh man, you help me out, like, maybe in 6 months. If you call me in 6 months, maybe I'll help you, because then I know you're serious.
Okay.
But it's been a blessing. It's been every time I get a little bit of doubt, because it comes, in everything we do. Like, anytime I get a little bit of doubt, I get a level of confirmation. Something will confirm for me. Some will give me some confirmation, like, no, I'm on the right boat, right? So, yeah, it was a tough leap of faith. Thank God for my wife. Like, my wife, my most important person in my life, and she really was like the kind of the battery, in a sense. Like, she knew I wasn't happy with, where I was at State Farm, and it was good, but it was just like I'm not a settler, and I felt like I reached my
Reach what you could
yeah,
at that.
I already reached the maximum potential, so, and I had to move on to something else. And so she kind of noticed where I was at, and it was like, so when this opportunity came, yeah, we were nervous a little bit, but yeah, once she gave me the approval, and she's like, yeah, we'll be fine, we got this. Once that happened, I was like, cool, and I just ran with it, and here I am now.
That's so awesome to have the support
Yeah.
of your spouse and things like that. Because I bet that was a big move.
Yeah,
for
yeah. I
you.
mean, you go from a consistent, especially when now that we've grown, we all got to map up our bills, map out our
Yeah.
budgets. It's like, okay, cool. We know we can do this. The mortgage is this. The light is this, and I'm gonna get this from here, and then it was like, hey, I want to do this thing right, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold up my end of the bargain, for a little bit. So can you support me on that? And she was like, yeah, we'll be fine. I was like, cool.
That's awesome.
And then, like I say, it just been a blessing of, nothing I do. I'm not a person that do anything for money. I feel like if you do it because you love it, the money will come. And I love insurance. I love it. I love educating people. I love telling people about it, because I think a lot of people has this misconception that, oh man, we just kind of wasting our money. But I'm like, no, if you pay for insurance and you do insurance and you get insurance, yes, it's the if something happens aspect of it. But I'm like, but if something does happen, you want to be all the way protected and all the way locked in.
Since you mentioned that,
Yeah.
so your agency, do you cover like everything, car, life?
Yeah, car life, home, renters, all of those things, and business insurance are kind of like my go-tos.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I do it all. Life insurance is kind of my A1. I would tell anybody, shameless plug, please hit me for your life insurance. If you don't hit me for nothing else, because we all gonna go.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that's gonna pay out, and that's the one thing that can help your kids go to college, and that's the one thing that can prevent a whole lot of stress when you do go. And nobody knows when they're gonna go. Nobody knows, the time, none of that. So it's better to be prepared and then just do your research. You can call me and I can break down everything. And if you don't get life insurance from me, that's fine. But just get it. I'm just an advocate of that. Get life insurance, and because I've seen a lot of people, and I think we all have seen people pass away who didn't have insurance, and then you see their family GoFundMe's
Yes.
and selling chicken plates, and I'm like, I don't eat everybody's cooking, so I'm not gonna buy a plate. I'm sorry. And then I don't contribute to GoFundMe's because of the position I'm in. If I didn't talk to you and you pass away, please tell your family don't call me. And we don't, and I gotta be like that because it's different if you have an illness or when you can't, get it, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we tried, we couldn't get it. You had this illness and it prevents you. In that case, yeah, let me see what I can do.
Yeah,
Let me try to
see,
help you. Yeah,
I
so
tried to get life insurance last year through somebody, and I was denied because of my cancer diagnosis.
how long ago?
My cancer was diagnosed in 2023, had surgery, had 2 different surgeries, and I'm good now.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it's normally with cancer diagnosis, it's 10 years. They want you to be in remission for 10 years. I
What?
know, it sucks.
It does. It
It
doesn't.
sucks.
See, but the type of cancer I had is the type that's like it's not gonna come. It shouldn't come back because
Okay.
it was not like it's not like leukemia or like kidney cancer where it could possibly
Yeah,
come back.
but I think and this is just from me talking to some underwriters who deal with it. There was like anything cancer, most likely it comes back within 10 years.
Interesting.
And that's just that's kind of what they stick with. Now, they should upgrade it and just kind of like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This person haven't had it in 2 years and based on the type. But yeah, if it's something you want to get, call me. I got you. At least we can
My new
submit it and see what happens.
doctor.
And then I
Yeah.
can go to bat. Like, and also as an agent too, I can go to bat for you. Like, look, it was this type, it's removed. Like, what can we do? Because I always believe there's something you can do. And I think that a lot of times people don't want to look at all options. So that's another thing why I stick with insurance and I became an agent.
Okay.
So I can kind of help you see, what other options out there. Now, if we go through every option, we can't find nothing. Well, cool. If something happens,
Yeah.
you can call me. Tell your family to call me. I would contribute to the GoFundMe. I would buy some chicken. I would do all of those things and see what I can do to help you. And I will promote it. If we tried and we just couldn't get it. But yeah, if I talk to you and you be like, no, I don't need it, and then something happens, don't have your family call me.
I think that's one thing that frustrates me with different things like that is if I know all options have not been exhausted,
Yeah.
then why did I waste my time filling out all these forms for you to just tell me, oh, you can't have it?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. So I love that you said that you would exhaust all options
Yeah,
and try
yeah.
to go to bat
We're
for
gonna we're gonna
people.
go. We're gonna go because, like I say, even if you don't get it from me or there's issues where it's just like, hey, I just can't find anybody. I'm sure I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who can get you something, or who can. Yeah, it may not be the $1,000,000 you want, but it may only be 10,000, or it may only be 15,000. But if you're willing to pay for it, we can. I'm sure I can find something for you.
Okay.
So
Now, let me give you a little scenario. So,
Okay.
El Rock has a bunch of kids, right?
Yep.
If he were to, God forbid, pass away soon, not gonna happen.
We're gonna
That's
knock on
not,
wood.
you know, put that right, right? But he doesn't have, you know, that life insurance to where he can, you know, have his kids right after he passes. Where was I going with
I
that?
hope you figure it out because
She already married you, my boy. She's like, yeah, he's gone.
Okay, so somebody like Elle who has a family, life insurance is
Yeah.
basically a must-have. You
Yeah.
should get life insurance.
Well, even if you don't have a family, you got to realize that when you go, somebody got to take care of your final situation.
That was my second part, because for me, I don't really have family. I don't have kids.
Yeah.
I don't have a husband. I don't have, you know, I mean, it's really just me and my mom, and she lives in a different state.
Yeah, but still, so it's like if something's happened to you, your mom would be the one that has to step up, right? Why not make it easier for her?
Right.
If
I
like-
mean, what would it even cover? Like funeral costs?
Depends. So you have when it comes to life insurance does a lot of things, right? So as a homeowner, I encourage people, if you have a home, get a mortgage life for 30 years that's going to cover if you pass away, your house can be paid off,
Okay.
right? So that's one way to do it. So you buy a house today, you should get life insurance today. If your house is $1 million, you should get $1 million worth of life insurance, if that's what your mortgage is. So whoever takes over that, especially if you have a spouse and kids, so that when that happens, they can pay that house off, and that's the one less thing they have to worry about.
Okay.
Right. So now you will always have this house. Also encourage people, if you do have kids, and you want your kids to go to college, I tell people, look at if you died today. Don't try to be futuristic with it, because if you try to do that, then it's like, yeah, I really don't need it. But you can do certain policies, right? So you can have, if you got kids you got a newborn, go get you a 20-year term. So the first 20 years of that kid's life, if something happens to you, your kid is good,
Okay.
right? So now, if you have somebody, we're gonna say at the age of 21, 22, you're like, all right, I don't wanna support my kid after 22. Gauge it. Say, okay, your kid's 12, you don't wanna support them after 22. For 10 years, you're gonna support them. So get a 10-year life insurance to where something happens, you got it, right? So everything is unique to each individual. And you can get, like I have a few life insurance policies for different things. Have a life insurance for my mortgage, have one for my wife, have one for my kids, like, you know what I mean? So, because what happens is when people die, that's when the ugly comes out. Money and death are the two things that create ugly and strained relationships. So why not dictate it? You know, why not control that aspect? Because like I said, we all gonna go.
Yeah.
When I go, okay, cool. The house is paid off. My wife got this money. My kids got this money. I got a will. You know what I mean? Like, also when you get life insurance or nothing, get a will. And just tell them how to move that money. If you got $1 million life insurance and you got a kid that's 18, he do not need to have $1 million at 18. Like he gonna kill himself, right? So put it in the will, create a trust to where like, hey, when he's 18, he gets this much. When he's 21, he gets this much. When he's 25, he gets this much. And then he get a rest when he's 30. Or he gets the rest when he get married. Or he gets the rest when he have a kid. So that way, finish college and all that. Like, hey, bro, you can't get this money until you graduate college. And I know people who have those clauses in there. So if you paying for it, you dictate how it is, how it goes.
Okay.
And then, but just also realize that there are a million options. Like for me, I know I want to be cremated. And my cremation, I seen the deal, it was like $6.99. Now I don't know. God bless me to live to 100. It may be a whole lot more then, but if God just so blessed me to say my time is up, hey man, put me in the ground, burn me up. Don't take no ashes. Throw me in the lake somewhere. You know what I mean? Throw me in the, I don't care what you do with me. Don't keep no pieces of me and go live your life. Live through the money that I left you.
Don't nobody keep no pieces?
I don't want nobody to keep no pieces,
My
man.
dad did that.
No, I don't.
Jewelry.
Man,
Take me everywhere with you, baby.
I'm gonna tell you this, and this is why I'm like this. When my dad passed, it was kind of a thing of like, oh yeah, every year we need to go to his gravesite. You know, my sister passed recently, and it was like, yeah, we need to go to the gravesite. But I'm just like, yeah, that's cool, but for me, it's like I know I'm not gonna do this every year. Eventually, it's just gonna be like, this is just what it is. So now you done spent all this money to have somebody buried that you only probably gonna visit every now and then.
Yeah.
And they kind of is out of sight, out of mind in a sense, right? Early on, when somebody passed away, yeah, we there, yeah, we balloon releases. Don't do none of that shit for me. I don't need no balloon release. Let my family be in peace. They got the money, man. They good. You don't need to release no. Yeah, they good. They sure. Yeah. They gonna remember this money that they got left. So, for me, and then I think it's just a situation where everybody wants to be important when that shit happens. Like people be like, oh man, they fucked the city up with this. I'm like, nah, nobody in the city really knew him. It was just you. You and his three other friends, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? And everybody pulling up texts from '09 and like, oh yeah, I just spoke. No, that says '09. He died in 2023. Like, what are we talking about? So, like the theatrics and the clown stuff that happens, I'm just like, none of that. If I go, I live my life, God. I had a dope life, you know what I'm saying? And I want to live to 102. I believe I'm going to live to 102. I don't know why 102, but that's where I want to. That's when I want to go. And when I go at 102, well, my kids will be old too then. But
they'll have their own life.
But yeah. I'm sure I have some grandkids by then or something like that. But you know, it'll just be everything is straight. And then on a serious note, though, life insurance creates generational wealth. That's how people get wealthy, and that's how people get rich. Like I'm gonna give y'all a jewel. Listen to me if you don't do anything else. Go find the oldest but healthiest person in your life. Get $1 million life insurance. If you can afford it yourself, perfect. If you can't, get you about 3 or 4 investors. Treat it like a business. If you got an aunt that's 70, get $1 million life insurance policy on it. Make sure she can pass, all the physicals and all that stuff. It may be $1,000 a month to do so, right? But if you got 4 people, or 10 people, you got 10 people. Everybody give $100 a month to make sure, because auntie gonna go eventually. Now, when she goes, that's $1 million. And you can decide to take that $1 million and split it up, because you invested, so you get 100,000, or you can go find the next person. And let's put all this, as much money as we can, and find. So now instead of doing one person, you go find 2 or 3 or 4 more people of your family members, and then now you can pay for a policy without having to pay into it monthly, because you got $1 million to do so. So they have like policies to where $1 million, maybe depending on how healthy or how young you are, maybe $300,000. So if somebody already passed away and I got $1 million, now I can take $300,000 and go pay for it. Okay, you got this $1 million life insurance. Boom, and now we just chilling. And then she goes. So now we got another $1 million off of that $300,000.
The most morbid plan, but
Listen, listen.
Makes perfect sense.
I'm not saying what I am not saying. I'm not saying hope your people die. That's not what I'm saying.
But we bet on it.
But what I am saying is that this is how people get rich.
Yeah, it is, though, for sure.
People get rich through life insurance, and then, cool, say you have, if you get $1 million, right? You pay for it, you get $1 million, mom was gone, yeah, boo-hoo. But goddamn, I got $1 million to where I can figure something out.
DJ Numbers.
And my mama's, think about it, that's what I'm saying. In my mama's name, I can go buy a house, or I can go buy a business, or I take this $1 million. And also, here's the other thing people need to know. $1 million, if you put it in a life insurance, you put that money back in life insurance, you can just eat off the residuals. You can just eat off the interest. $1 million, I think it yields you like $60,000 a year, to where, basically in a life insurance policy.
That's a 9 to 5.
You understand what I'm saying? So guess what? You
More than my 9 to 5.
Listen, you put $1 million in there, and if I'm getting 50 to 60,000 each year, and that $1 million don't go anywhere, because it don't go anywhere, it just collects the interest. So you always got $1 million, and then every year I can give myself a $60,000 bonus based on the $1 million I have in there. So I can go, yeah, still working 9 to 5, still do. So now you just have financial freedom to do what you want to do and not do what you have to do. The only way people get rich is money over time. Like it's,
Money hold on to.
you
All
know what I'm saying?
right, we got to go to an old folks home. Get some
Well,
grandmas.
I think people misconstrue, like people think it's easy to get rich.
Yeah.
And I think people don't understand. How many of us know millionaires? Not a lot of us. We know people that got a little bit of money, but none of us really know millionaires to the point where they just kind of do what they want to do. Very few of us. And a lot of those are athletes.
Yeah.
God blessed athletes and maybe a few entertainers that we may have been able to rub elbows with over time, especially doing what we do, right? So, but that's it. So, because if money and being rich was so easy, everybody would do it. In order for you to get rich is investment over time. You know, investment over time. Life insurance is just one of those tools of investment that gives you the biggest yield because of the percentage of it.
Okay.
So, if you can get it while you're young. Get it for your kids. All my kids got life insurance. It ain't for when they go. It's for when you graduate high school. Here, I can give you $2,000. I can give you $3,000 for as a graduation gift, and I ain't got to come out of pocket. I can just take it out your life insurance.
Okay. So taking money out of your life insurance. So that's not something I know nothing about insurance.
Okay,
Obviously.
I got you.
So taking that out, would that be like taking it out early? You have to pay.
So it depends. It depends. So you can do it to where what you call a partial withdrawal. So a partial withdrawal is like, so say you got $100,000 in life insurance, but you have cash value is what you're taking out. If you have cash value of $10,000, you can say, I want to do a $10,000 partial withdrawal. So that means your benefit depreciates from 100,000 to 90,000 because you using the living benefit of that $10,000. You still pay the same amount of premium every month, but now you have $10,000 left when you go.
Okay.
So it's good for, like, I know people who buy policies for their kids when they're babies, and they give them big policies because it's super cheap. And I seen somebody before I left State Farm had $300,000 in their life insurance. They were like 22 years old because their grandparents just put money into it since they were a baby, and now they own this, like they got pretty much $300,000 of this free money in a sense for them that they can use for weddings, they can use to buy a house, they can use as a down payment. You can use it as collateral. You can use that to take out a loan.
Okay.
That's how rich people do it as well. So if I got a $300 life insurance policy, instead of spending this $300,000, I can use this as collateral. Hey man, let me borrow $300,000 from your bank. This is my collateral, $300,000. It's in there. Cool. So now I can play with your money and still have my $300,000. And then, if I don't pay your money back, I just got bad credit. Yeah, but I still got $300,000.
Okay.
If you file bankruptcy.
I think I need to call my mother after this and ask her why she didn't give me life insurance as a kid.
Well, I think, again, it's like people don't know.
Yeah.
People really don't know. And it's, because I'm like, man, I've been doing this for 10 years and I wish I would have did this 10 years sooner. Because I would be in a different place and I would financially in a different place, right? I would have been able to like, oh, I know how to, gain some assets and use life insurance to do so. Now that I know how to do it, my job is just to pass on the information.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, if you want to have a sit down in a conversation, I can show you how it works. And everybody feel like, because you hear all these commercials and you go on TikTok and they're like, oh yeah, they say you could be your own bank. I'm like, bro, if you have $1 million to put into a life insurance policy, you can. Or you can be like the rest of us common folk. Pay $100 a month, get a cool life insurance, and then in 10, 20 years, you may have $50,000 to where you can kind of treat it as a bank. But yeah, as long as people understand, it's just investment over time.
Okay. Well, that's the thing. People are so impatient these days. They want money now.
Yeah.
They want the get rich quick schemes.
I mean, PPP loans. Look at it.
Yeah, those didn't work out too well.
Well, a lot of people are not in jail. Some people went to jail, but I was like, man, know what I know now? Maybe I should have got me one. Some people are just living life and coasting and like nothing happened to them. Now, I'm just saying, the people that went to jail are the people that took full advantage of it
Yeah.
and got millions and all of that money. Those are the people that are
They
in jail.
did too much.
The common people that got their little 10, 20,000, nobody messing with them.
Yeah.
They got money. They cool.
Oh, man.
They live, you know, in the projects and they got a Range Rover. And I've seen it. So I'm saying something. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just telling you what I've seen. So
Okay. I know I have life insurance through my work. It's just one of those things that came with my benefits. What is the difference between having that type and then just getting your own separate?
because you control it. So having life insurance, if your job offers life insurance, absolutely get it because it's cheap. And a lot of times you just got to read the stipulations on it. Sometimes it's like normally 1 to 2 times your income, your annual income. So it may be, if you make 50,000 a year, it's probably at the max 100,000, right? And again, that may be some. You do get a beneficiary to where you can have somebody as a beneficiary. So it works as a regular life insurance. Only thing is when you leave that job, you may not have it, right?
Okay.
So I tell people, when people say they got it through work, cool, keep it. But when you leave that job or when you retire, a lot of those benefits don't go with you. So
So weird.
I had a lady who was like 75, retired teacher, and then she had like a $1 million life insurance policy through work that she had over time. She paid more into it, but they only gave it to her for 90 days after she left. And what I mean by more into it, instead of it being $2 a month through her job, it was like $7 to maximize it, right? So like 90 days after she left, she came to me, 75 years old, stressed out, and and then I got her a life insurance policy, which is like $400 a month for like $50,000 in life insurance.
No.
Yeah, and it was like, ma'am, if you came here 50 years earlier, this wouldn't have cost you, it would have cost you $20. So that's another thing. Like, so people who have these benefits through work, yeah, absolutely keep them because while you're working that job, they're going to be there. See if you can transfer it. Some jobs you can take it with you, right? So, but also, is that enough? Like that's the other part you got to question. Is $100,000 enough to take care of L Rock's 13 kids? I don't know how many kids he got. I'm just throwing it out there. is that enough, right? If you break that down, that's less than $10,000 per kid. Is that enough to take care of them for the next 5, 6, 7 years or 10 years till they get grown? You know, like that's how you got to look at it. So your number is not, it's some people who are just like, let's just get you $100,000 now because it's cheap, you can afford it, you will get used to paying it, and then we'll talk about increasing it next year or two. Right? So I do have those conversations, but however, I'm like, hey, your number is, because I have a calculation called life. If you got any loans, based at 10 times your income, plus your final expense, plus anything extra. So we calculate all those numbers. And we like, all right, cool. You got a kid that's 10. How long you want to take care of them until they're 30? Cool, okay, so at minimum we need a 20-year term. All right, you have student loans, you have car loans, you have $100,000 loans, perfect. You make, we're gonna say for the sake of numbers, $50,000 a year. You multiply that by 20, that's $1 million. So that's $1,100,000 in life insurance you need. Final expense, you want a lavish funeral, cool, that's $50,000. So now, well, let's say for the sake of numbers, that's $100,000. Okay, so now you need $1.2 million. And then what else you want to do extra? I want to take care of my kids' school. How much that costs? Oh, it's about $40,000 a year. Perfect. They're going to school for 4 years or 6 years. Oh, for the sake of it, they're going to go to school for 8 years. Cool. All right. So that's another, if I calculate this right, out of that 40,000 times 10, that's about 800,000. If I got that wrong, whatever. So now you got $2 million in life insurance that we need to get you. And at a minimum of 20 years. And you may look at me like, that's crazy. But then I say, okay, cool. People spend anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month for that type of life insurance. Do you have $500 a month that you can put towards life insurance?
Not extra. I don't have to throw all my bills.
Right. Okay. So if I can get you something for $250, does that work?
That would work for me.
$250.
For a $2 million.
It may not be $2 million.
Oh, okay.
But it would be life insurance. It would be a part of that $2 million.
Okay.
But the max you're gonna pay is $250 for it, as long as everything comes back healthy. Cool, right? You cool with that? Cool. So now that number may drop from that $2 million that you need to 500,000, because that's what I can give you for what you want me. That's what you comfortable with paying. Because what I don't want you to do is go insurance broke and spend all this money on this insurance and you can't live your life. Because after a while, you make a decision to be like, yeah, this ain't worth it. I'm gonna get rid of that so I can keep this. Because I'm gonna go live my life. I don't care about, now you start making life and death decisions legitimately. Like, I'm gonna live life. I don't care when I die. So now you start paying your life insurance.
Okay.
So I find you something that's in your warehouse. If you tell me that you comfortable spending $250, I'm gonna try to find you something for $125. Because you saying $250, and $250 may be cool now, but I always think, hey man, you may change jobs.
Yeah.
Life may happen. You may retire. So now I got to take all of these things in consideration and then meet you where I can meet you at. Entrepreneurs are they spend the most because they control their money. So they would spend $500, $600 because they understand the investment portion of it. And that's why I like dealing with small business owners when it comes to certain things. So if you're a small business owner, hit me and we can chop it up. But common people, we all common. We all common. I'm not trying to I'm different than anybody else, but as a common person, they just see month to month and they see what's in front of them. Like, hey, I only make $3,000 a month. So in order for this to make sense for me to do it, I can only spend $100 extra. Cool, so I give you something for $100. And then as your life changes or as you get promotions, yeah, you talk to me every year. I don't sell one life insurance policy. I sell you opportunity to come talk to me every year.
Okay. I like that.
So-
Okay. Okay. So what if someone's health changes? Is the life insurance locked in, or can you become ineligible if you do suddenly get cancer or?
No. So in most cases, once you get life insurance, it's based on your health for that day.
Okay.
So it's just like, that's the purpose of life insurance, right? If you look at it from that standpoint, if you get we're gonna say you get life insurance today, you get diagnosed with cancer tomorrow, you got life insurance today. Today you were healthy. You didn't have cancer today.
Yeah.
You had it the next day. So they can't go back and say, oh yeah, you had cancer that day. Now, they do have a 2-year, what do you call a 2-year clause to where they can investigate your death. So if you get life insurance today, you get diagnosed with cancer. If you don't pass away within those 2 years, you're good to go. But if you pass away, they may say, hey, it seems like this person knew they had cancer because they got diagnosed the day after. Right, and of course, this is an extreme case.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, they got diagnosed the day after and they got life insurance. Like, it may seem crazy. But that's when I step up. Like, nah. Like, I talked to them, I know this person. We had conversations. They did not know they had cancer. Because they were just hanging out with me and we were doing a podcast. You know what I mean? And we were chilling and talking about life. So they did not know. And then, so that's kind of the part of it too. Here's the most morbid thing I would tell anybody. And please, again, I'm not telling you how to do these things, but it happens. It happens after 2 years. And it's sad. It's sad, but it's kind of dope at the same time. So when I tell this story, just understand why I'm saying it. I had a dude come into my office. This is when I worked with State Farm. Cool dude, younger dude, very healthy. And he had a son. Son was 16. And the reason it stands out to him because of what he did. He's like, man, I need $1 million of life insurance. Cool. Yeah, let's do it, man. How much it cost? Like, whatever it costs, I'll make it happen. Cool. We did it, did $1 million. He got approved for it. And I'm gonna reach out to you every year. He's like, no, you don't have to. And I was like, cool. 2 years later, because it was literally, I want to say 2 months after that investigation time, he killed himself. And his son got $1 million. And again, I'm not saying that people should do this. However, he was unselfish enough to make sure he took care of his son before he went. But he was selfish in just how he did it.
Yeah.
Right?
So suicide's not a clause in insurance?
And a lot of times after 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So after 2 years, you can get yourself out of here if you want to.
Don't say like that.
Now again, I'm saying it, and I tell these stories and I tell people these stories, and I'm like, it just drives my point of like, hey man, it's a lot of ways you can use this shit. Don't go kill yourself.
Please
Because
don't.
now you're dealing with a child or a wife or a family who, yeah, that money don't mean anything in the moment.
Right.
Right. So it's, I had a few people that I know passed away who had life insurance in my office, and it felt good to give them a check. It felt good to give their parents a check, and their husbands a check. Right. So I had a lady, her husband, he died in a car accident, and he had $300,000 for all 3 of his kids. And I took 3 checks to the funeral home and gave it to her like, here, this is what he left for you. I know it probably won't help anything now, but when she seen that, she had a different energy about her. She was like, all right, cool. Now I don't have to worry about paying this mortgage by myself.
Yeah.
So I just tell people, man, if you can go out here and take shots every weekend or smoke weed every day or whatever you can get you some life insurance because it's cheap. As long as you're young and healthy, $15, $20 a month. Or you can pay $200-$300 for the year and pay that every year and not worry about it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You get what I'm saying? $500 for the year. So I just encourage people, when it comes to life insurance, I can show you how to make it work for you because it's not all about when you pass away. It also helps you as you live too. So certain policies, like I was talking about the cash value of it. You can go ahead and if you want to buy a car, you can, I got $20,000 of cash value. Let me go pull this out and go buy this car. You don't have to be approved for it, it's your money.
Okay.
So, yeah. Hope I'm not too morbid for anybody. I'm just saying these are the things.
A little darker than I expected it to be.
these are, I think people understand the dark. Because when you try to be light about it, people are like, all right, whatever. I'm like, well, if you die, what you going to do?
Yeah, no.
I just tell people
Seriously.
straight up, okay, so if you die, what is your mom going to do? What is your wife going to do? And I sit there in silence and say, like, well, hell, I don't know. Okay, so let's get something.
Yeah.
Let's get something. As we go through life, and especially when you start getting wives and kids and all of those things, it helps. It helps with the stress, right? They already have stress of, like, damn, daddy's not here, mom's not here. But
Bills are paid.
but then you don't have to worry about like, damn, what I'm gonna eat tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom's not here, but goddamn, I'm about to go buy a steak because she left me $100,000 of life insurance, so I'm gonna eat good for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It just softens the blow that I think that people who, of course, I think when you pass away, I believe in afterlife and all of those things, but I think that for those, if you're a person who has a family, who has kids, who just has parents, or has a friend who is going to take care of your final expense, get something, make them the beneficiary, get a will, and break it down how you want it done, right? And then so that way, that financial portion is not a burden when you're already dealing with the person not already being here, and you're dealing with that stress, and you're dealing with that loss. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I encourage people to do.
Okay.
So,
This has been informative.
hey, that's what I'm here for.
I'm definitely going to need to tap in with you and see what you can do for me.
That's what I got you.
On probably even car and renter's insurance because I am not happy with mine.
Listen, just see. Hey, also, let me speak on car and renters insurance here real quick. When it comes to car insurance, stop going for what's the cheapest. Because you leave yourself vulnerable if an accident happens. Pay for what can get you the most protection that you can afford. It may be $200-300 more than what you're paying now, but if you can't afford it, pay for it. Because that state limits the liability. If you get into a car accident, you have 25, 50, 10, meaning 25,000 in medical bills for an accident with one person, 50,000 for an accident with two or more people is the max that our insurance company is going to pay, because those are the limits you pay for, and then 10,000 for property damage. So if you have a Tesla, let's go big. If you got a Bentley, it's $100,000, or it's not for you, it's the liability of others. So you get into a car accident with a doctor who drives a Bentley, and you have 25, 50, 10. They're only gonna pay for $10,000 to get that Bentley repaired, and it may cost $50,000. Guess who's on the hook for the other 40?
Yeah.
You. He's a doctor and he can't work for a year, and he makes $1 million a year, and you got $25,000 in liability coverage. The other $975,000, he's coming for you to get it. So the more insurance you get, the better. Now, I'm not saying again, don't go insurance broke.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't shop around. I would love for everybody to come to me. However, I may not be the best financially for you, but also if you come to me, you get me.
Yeah.
You get somebody who's going to be there. Now, you may be able to get the same coverage with a Geico, but then you got to talk to a different person every time you call.
Every time, man, and they don't know what's going on, and they don't do notes in your account.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
So is it worth paying more so you don't stress, so you stress less? That's the decision you got to make. I can't help you make that decision.
Yeah.
I can just provide you some options and say, hey, this is what I got for you. And listen, lastly, I don't control the price.
Right.
I don't control the price, and everybody's insurance is different.
Right.
Just because your friend down the street pays $12 a month for their insurance doesn't mean that you're going to pay the same $12.
Okay.
Just understand that. Please, don't call me like, well, my friend, once you say that, hey, look, I'm not the person for you. Because you compare yourself to people who don't have the same situation as you.
Right.
So, and we'll leave it at that.
Well, DJ Numbers, Mr. Numbers, Mr. Simpson, I don't even know what to call you, Jig.
Whatever you're comfortable with, yes, whatever you're comfortable with.
DJ Numbers, it's been so great seeing you again. It's been great having you talk about your music, your hosting, DJing, and the insurance has been, I mean, it still confuses me half of the time, most of the time, but
it's a lot.
It is a lot. It's been very informative though.
Yeah.
I am so happy for you and being able to start your own thing with you said American Family?
Yep.
So I will be talking to you.
I got you.
About some insurance real soon. Figure out what you can do. And yeah, I appreciate how personable you are and how you really do want to help people.
Yeah. Well, I'm selective.
Yes,
like I told
you're
you,
selective.
I'm super selective. So,
but you're helpful
Yeah.
with, you really. It sounds like you're so hands on with wanting to really
absolutely
help people throughout the whole, process, getting them what they need. So that's amazing because there's not a lot of people that want to do that.
Right.
But thank you so much for sitting down with me. I look forward to seeing you at some of these events
Absolutely.
soon. And yeah, I think that's all I had for you. Was there anything you need to mention?
I want to shout out my DJ partners. These are my favorite DJs. DJ Kier, DJ K5, DJ Qualify, DJ Two Times, my boy DJ Artistic. I'm sure I'm gonna miss some people, and DJ Bankhead and DJ Hove. And the reason I shot them out first front of mind, because when I started this journey, those were the guys who supported me. So everybody else, I know if you're a DJ, it's hard. I salute you, I support you. But when it comes to those guys, those were the guys that supported me. And anytime I get a chance and I see them, I always show love and I always show them I appreciate them. So I just want to take this time to do it. So
Awesome. Yeah, Kira and K5 are my
yeah,
really two favorites. So that and Artistic came out of nowhere.
literally
Came out of nowhere.
out of
He's
nowhere. I'm like,
amazing.
oh man, I seen them DJs like, oh dog, you got it, bro.
Right.
You got it. So
Came naturally. Where can people find you at?
well, yeah, I mean, social media, of course, everything is DJ_numbers for the most part. Randy Simpson, American Family Insurance. Randy Simpson Agency is my website. If you want to you can call me or you can email me some information. I can get you quoted. Yes, DJ Numbers everywhere, Randy Simpson everywhere. And if you want to see me in person, come catch me at Champions every Saturday.
All right.
Saturday, we open from 9 to 2. I do 25 and up, so I might go 30 and up. I want to keep it a super mature crowd and just have it to where it's not a bunch of young. I won't say, because I think foolishness doesn't have an age. People can just be crazy anyway. But
Yeah.
I know it's people who, now that a lot of people I know are getting up in age, they don't want to be in the club with their kids.
Nah.
So we created that 25 and up for now. May go up later on, but yeah, come kick it with us on Saturday. Saturdays, anytime you get a chance. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
If you see me, say hi, because I know people look at me. I don't know if I look mean. I don't know, but people will look at me in their inbox. I'm like, oh, I just seen you. I'm like, well, why you didn't say anything? Like, that's
Right.
weird.
People do that to me too. I think I must just not look happy or something when I'm out. But if you come up to me, I'm gonna light up.
I would say that I know I'm a big guy,
Yeah.
so people see it like, this dude look big and mean.
That's security right there.
I literally I work out just because I don't have anything to do, if I'm being honest, in the mornings, and it's just my military training.
Yeah.
That's it. So I'm big for no reason. I'm a soft teddy bear. You can say hi. Please don't be afraid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been such a fun interview with DJ Numbers. Hit him up for any insurance needs, even if you just want to get informed with it, because my goodness, it's a lot to take in. I will have everything, all your socials and your website linked in the description, the YouTube description, and on the website. So thank you again.
Of course.
This has been amazing. We are here located at LX3 Collective Studio, and if you need any studio time, get with us. We do podcasts, videos, photography, whatever you need, hit us up. Shout out to L Rock for being amazing and getting me right every single time with the cameras and lights. I think we're done.
All right. And I'm gonna say this: if you book, show up. If you book, show up. Everybody's time is important. I will leave it at that. I just want to give you that. That's all.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the Word on the Beat talk show. Be sure to follow us on all social media at Word on the Beat 1. That's Word on the Beat with the number 1. And visit our website at wordonthebeat.net for more updates and content. See you next time.